Hey, what's up, sweet, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. And if you're not new here, thank you even more for returning. Today's video is all about the pros and cons of lock styles, and it's also really helpful for those of you who wanted an update on my mom's soft, curly locks. Alright, my love, so I wanted to start off with an update on my mom's locks. So she has really soft, fine, curly hair, and she's been locked for well over a year now, almost a year and a half, I think. And so I decided to take my camera with her to her next lock appointment just so that we could provide an update for you guys, for those of you who were wondering how her locks are holding up. I figured today would also be a really good day just to talk about the pros and cons of lock styles, because as you guys know from my last video, I got my first lock style about a month ago and I absolutely loved it. I learned a lot from that experience, so I decided as you guys watch Ma get her lock style, I could share some of the pros and cons that I've learned since getting mine. So let's speed things up just a little bit. You guys will see Ma is enjoying her hair washing session. It always feels so good. If you guys have not established your lock maintenance routine, please, please, please make time to wash your hair on a regular schedule. Now, why do I suggest that? Because we all know healthy locks are the best locks. So we want to keep our hair clean, we want to keep our scalp clean. Now, however you choose to go about doing that is completely up to you, and how often you go about doing that is completely up to you as well. But the goal here is to be as consistent as possible and listen to your locks. Alright, so since this is not a lock maintenance video, we're going to talk about a few things that no one tells you about lock styles. Let's jump into some of the pros and cons that I've learned on my journey. Small sidebar here, how amazing does Ma's hair look? Please give her a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe. Do everything you can to show Ma some love, because remember, you guys, she was told that her hair was too thin to lock, too soft to lock, too fine to lock. And this is her hair over a year later. So let's stop for a second and show Ma all the love in the world. I know she'll appreciate it. All right, my loves. So the first thing I want to start with is a pro, and I'll probably do all the pros at one time and then follow up with all the cons. So the first pro of a lock style is that it stretches your locks. A lot of times when we get our hair done, we see that our hair is wet and it's clean and it's ready to be manipulated, and all of that provides the perfect environment for our hair to achieve its maximum length. So it's a safe way to stretch your hair and get some length that you may have not thought was possible. So I really encourage you guys, if you want to see how long your hair really is, maybe play around with a little lock style, because I was really impressed with what my own hair could do, and it was really cool to see what Ma's hair could do. So the first pro is that it stretches your locks. The second thing I noticed and that I loved during my lock style was that it gave me length retention. So even after the style was taken down, my locks remained stretched and I got to retain that length that was achieved during the lock style. So I highly recommend that if you guys are interested in length and being able to retain that length, that you take advantage of a lock style and really give it a shot. And know that once you take your lock style down, especially if it's in some kind of an updo, you will be able to retain that length for at least 4 or 5 days, even up to a week after your lock style is taken down. It's really cool. So another pro that I noticed when I had my lock style was that I did not have to use a shower cap. So sometimes when I'm trying to maintain a retwist, I'll put on a shower cap just so that the steam from the shower doesn't mess up my hair or mess up my retwist. Well, when I had a lock style, I didn't have to worry about a shower cap because my style was not going anywhere. So I didn't have to worry about like messing up the fresh do or messing up the retwist at all. So no shower caps, a huge plus for me, and the steam did not mess up the style or the retwist. So big pro for sure. The fourth pro that I have for lock styles is that I don't have to worry about how my hair will look. So there's some days where I get up in the mornings, and if you guys can relate, please let me know in the comments below. But some days I feel like my hair just cannot be tamed, and there's some instances where I don't mind and I can go with the wild and carefree look, and other days I really want my hair to look nice and neat, especially for working at the university. So I feel like with lock styles, a big pro is that you don't have to worry about how your hair will look. You know, your locks are sort of tamed for the duration of your lock style. So I think that's a pretty big deal for those of you who want to make sure you look a certain way and you don't have time to fight with your hair every day. Now, the fifth and final pro that I have is kind of a two-in-one, but the main thing is that you will receive tons of compliments. So, if you're big into compliments, you can get ready to have lots of love shown to you more often than not. And it's really fun to switch things up a bit. So, if you're that kind of person that really likes to change things up and just likes to switch things around, then you will enjoy playing around with lock styles, especially if you go to an expert like a loctician who can really make sure your hair is staying strong and growing and not being damaged by these lock styles. So tons of fun and lots of compliments for sure. Okay, so we see that Gloria is still going strong with Ma's hair, and she's doing this little wraparound thing at the end of every retwist, and that's just to maintain the retwist as she prepares to put it up in a really cute style. So Ma's hair is looking really full, really thick, and really healthy to me, and I'm so happy for her. But without further ado, I've shared 5 pros with you guys, and now I'm going to jump into 5 cons of lock styles. Let me just put a quick disclaimer out here and say these were the cons of my own personal experience. Just because I experienced these things as cons, it does not mean that you all will as well. So keep that in mind. remember, I'm just sharing my experiences with you all as they're happening in real time. So I'm sharing what I've learned so far. So the first con is that if you're not careful, your lock style can be way too tight. And we've always talked about the negative effects of putting that much pressure on your locks, and it could really lead to lock breakage or lock damage. Fortunately, I didn't have any lock breakage or damage, but my style was a little bit tight, and I had to get used to my hair being manipulated in that way. So fortunately, no damage was done to my hair, but lock styles can be kind of tight sometimes. Another thing I noticed about lock styles, or another con, is that it can be really hard to moisturize your full head while your locks are up in a ponytail or a bun or in any kind of lock style. So, if your hair is really dry or you have really dry and irritated scalp, it can be a bit difficult to get all of your head moisturized while your hair is up in a style. So that may be a problem for some of you. I did run into that issue a couple of times. Now, the third con is kind of weird because I wanted to switch things up by playing around with the lock style. But honestly, for me personally, and I loved my lock style, I think it was so beautiful, but it got kind of redundant after a while. So it kind of got old for my personal preferences. So it was such a beautiful style, it was so unique that I felt like after a while I got tired of seeing it. Like, I don't know if that even makes sense. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments below. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can let me know that as well. But I don't know. I feel like lock styles after a while, after about 2 weeks or a week and a half, they could kind of just get old. And it's weird because I don't feel that way about my locks. I wear my locks like the same every day. And I don't feel like that gets old, but I feel like a lock style could get old and just repetitive, or just kind of, I'm tired of seeing my hair up in a bun, or I'm tired of this ponytail, or, whatever. So, yeah, so that's another con that I found, is that for me personally, the style kind of got old after about a week or two. So I've got two more cons to share with you guys, and I feel kind of bad because I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. But the fourth con for me is that you can have a little bit of breakage while taking out any pins or clips or jewelry or whatever the case is if you're not careful. So you want to be extremely mindful of breakage that can occur by taking out pins or clips or jewelry or anything like that. So when you're taking your lock style down, just be really careful. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Take your time because you do not want any kind of breakage. So it can be really tricky. Like, the more intricate your lock style is, the more difficult it can be to take down without any breakage or damage. So keep that in mind. And the last con for you all, my loves, is that clips and pins or jewels can be really hard to sleep on. So if you care about your sleep and you have jewels poking you in the ear or the head or the neck, like, that could be a bit uncomfortable. So I want you guys to just keep that in mind. And still, please, 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 if you're even almost interested, please take advantage of a lock style. Try to switch things up a bit. Enjoy the new length that your hair has, even if your locks are short, because my locks are short and I was really surprised that they could even stretch into a bun. This is Gloria's logo, her information. If you guys are interested and in the Atlanta area, please show her some love and Ma just got done from under the dryer. So you guys will see that she has this beautiful high ponytail, and in just a minute she'll do a little twirl for you guys. But she actually said her style was not tight. She loved this updo and the 2-strand twist on the side. So Ma was really happy. You all will see her soft, curly, fine locks are beautiful, healthy, and better than ever. Just getting better with time. So I love you guys so much for watching today. And in this last minute of the video, I have to thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. We did it, you guys, and the community just keeps growing. So I thank you all for growing with me and going on this journey with me and my mom and my little brother. We have been having the time of our lives. So I have you all to thank for the love and support. Shout out to Gloria, my loctician. Shout out to all of you who have gone to see Gloria. We could not be growing this channel without you and growing this community. So I'm going to stop there because I'm kind of stuffy and congested from allergies and because I don't want to start crying. But I'll see you guys in the comments below, and I'll see you again real soon for my next video. I love you all so much.